Yo, in the last part, we explored a scenario where every timeline in Dragon Ball was merged, creating a story quite different from the original. For example, there are now two Broly's in this scenario, one from DBZ and the other from DBS, born as twins. Additionally, Bardock is in the other world with Goku, specifically from the episode of Bardock Special. There he is, actually training alongside with Raditz. If you're confused right now, go check out that first part. Link in the description below. Right now, Raditz, Goku, and Bardock are training on King Kai's planet. Goku is preparing for the Saiyans, while Raditz is focused on seeking revenge against Vegeta and Nappa for making a fool out of him. Goku promised Raditz that he'll be revived with the Dragon Balls if he behaved and proved that he could be trusted. But Goku isn't really sure if he can ever really trust Raditz. After all, Raditz is the guy who kidnapped his son and threatened to kill some of Earth's population to get his son back. Even after giving Raditz a second chance, Raditz took the opportunity to screw him over again. Can Goku really trust a guy like that? Goku contemplates this, but he has to admit it's great to have two stronger training partners for once, especially Bardock. Bardock seems to hardly be trying and is clearly heavily suppressed. Just how strong could this guy really be? And as of this moment, Goku doesn't see Bardock as his father. He isn't sure if he can really be trusted, especially with his own brother having tried to kill him. Still, Bardock must have some merit to be allowed to train with King Kai, right? Goku decided to brush out these concerns and focus on the training. Raditz noticed Goku's troubled expression and asked Kakarot what's wrong. Goku reluctantly denies anything being wrong, but Raditz senses something off. Goku then asks Kakarot how the Dragon Balls work and if he'll be revived. And Goku explains that as long as Raditz's body is intact and he hasn't died before, he'll be just fine. Raditz falls silent for a moment before angrily pointing out that his body will be fine after cooking in the sun for 6 months straight. To be fair, Goku had forgotten all about Raditz's body being left behind since his body was teleported to the other world, and Goku isn't really sure if he wants Raditz to be revived. This leads to a heated argument between them. Meanwhile, Bardock and King Kai are both freaked out, especially King Kai. We had two siblings who killed each other, a father that Goku doesn't remember, and Raditz, who he hasn't seen in almost 20 years. Bardock has been in the afterlife for the past 1,000 years, not reconnected with anyone, and these three just have some serious family issues, with King Kai merely a spectator. Goku walks up to King Kai and asks can he use him for a moment. King Kai, slightly puzzled by Goku's request, asks what he needs. Goku requests that King Kai contact Bulma and asks if she can retrieve Raditz's corpse and somehow restore it. Bulma, confused by the request, wonders if this is even possible. And I'm not really sure if Bulma can achieve something to this degree, but she has accomplished amazing feats before. I mean, she did build a time machine in a post-apocalyptic world with minimal technology, and given the advanced tools and AI she has right now, she might be able to analyze and repair cellular damage at a molecular level. This also gives her a chance to learn more about the Saiyan body, which is why she thinks Goku is a genius for asking her this. However, Goku revealed that he might actually revive Raditz. With Raditz's revival in progress, Goku and the others can finally train without distractions. Meanwhile, King Kai begins to teach Goku the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, and he's very impressed by Goku's body and advanced knowledge of Ki, making him the very first student to truly master these techniques. Goku is surprised and asks if Bardock can use them too. King Kai explains that Bardock isn't really his student. He's here because the 10 times gravity feels like home for him. Plus, Bardock has another form that surpasses the Kaioken. Excited, Goku asks Bardock to show him this secret form. Bardock, initially confused, realizes that King Kai must have encouraged this, but seeing Goku so eager makes Bardock a bit shy, so he agrees, and he tells Raditz to pay attention too. Bardock relaxes and suddenly powers up to Super Saiyan. Both Goku and Raditz are stunned by the immense surge in energy, with Raditz collapsing to the ground, calling Bardock the legendary Super Saiyan. Noticing their shock, Bardock explained that this is just the first stage, before he transformed to a Super Saiyan 2. He said this is the form known as a Super Saiyan that surpassed their original, or simply Super Saiyan 2. Goku and Raditz remain paralyzed by the overwhelming energy. Bardock, however, continued to transform, and King Kai began to beg Bardock not to cause trouble on his planet, but Bardock insists on pushing further beyond. His energy began to shake the other world, causing the sky to split, and even the Z fighters on Earth consisted, realizing they must be connected to Goku, wonder what kind of training could he even be doing. Finally, Bardock completes his transformation and apologizes for taking so long, revealing that this form is kinda new, but it's what he calls Super Saiyan 3. Though shocked by Bardock's immense power, Goku and Raditz are even more determined with their training. Locking in a new level of strength they witnessed has inspired them to push past their limits even further. During their training, Raditz suggests reviving Bardock, considering his immense power and how beneficial he could be for their future battles. However, Bardock declines, making it clear that they should not rely on resurrecting someone who's already been dead for so long. Bardock believes they should handle their own battles and not depend on an external savior. Goku agrees with Bardock's sentiment, since this is pretty much his ideology from the Buu Saga, plus Goku knows that the Dragon Balls can't revive anyone who's been dead for more than a year. So reviving Bardock isn't even an option right now. As the months pass, Goku, Bardock, and Raditz accidentally extended their training by an extra day. He kind of begins to panic and informs Goku that he need to travel down Snake Way again. Goku, now also freaking out, argues that he need to be there to protect his friends, especially with the Saiyans now on Earth. King Kai reassures him that he should arrive there in at least an hour or two. Despite this, Goku remains anxious about leaving his friends there unprotected. In a moment of silence, Raditz approaches Goku and tells him he will protect him. He reassures Goku, stating that he promised to do so. Goku, though wary due to Raditz's past betrayals, decides to trust him this time. However, he makes it clear if Raditz betray him again, he promised that he would never forgive him. Raditz, understanding the gravity of Goku's words and feeling that he kind of owed Goku at this point, given the chances that he'd been given even after death, shakes his hand in agreement. King Kai then instructs Bulma to revive both Raditz and Goku, with Raditz disappearing to Earth and Goku beginning his sprint down Snake Way. He is determined to return as quickly as possible. Though I haven't touched on the human Z fighters, Piccolo, Gohan, or the others, so far their power levels remain mostly unchanged. Piccolo's power level may have slightly increased due to his fight with Garlic Jr., maybe bringing him up to around 3800. But the Z fighters are currently facing the Saiyans, with Nappa playing the Cybermen for them to fight. Tien destroys the first Cyberman, and Yamcha steps up to take on the second one. And despite Yamcha actually putting up an impressive performance, he does let his guard down, and the Cyberman attaches itself to him, preparing to self-destruct. Just before the Cyberman explodes, two energy blasts come from the sky. One blast aimed toward the Cyberman attached to Yamcha, forcing it to release him in fear, and the other blast takes out the remaining Cybermen, leaving the battlefield in shock. Yamcha managed to escape the explosion just in time while everyone is puzzled by the unknown key attacks, and looks up at the sky, and to their astonishment, it's Raditz. Boy, Raditz himself is surprised that early women did such a great job restoring his body back together. Everything is exactly the same, and I mean everything. He begins to wonder if he'll be able to benefit from Zenkai's from fresh again. Overjoyed to have his tail back, Raditz descends to join the rest of the group. The human Z fighters and the Saiyans are stunned. Piccolo, irritated, questions Raditz, while Vegeta demands to know what's going on. Wasn't Raditz dead? Raditz begins to laugh hysterically. He responds, I'm gonna try my best Raditz impression, so here I go. Kakarot didn't tell you guys? Wow, he really didn't plan on having me revived, did he? But don't worry, Green Man. I'm here to fulfill my promise to Kakarot. None of you will die on this battlefield today. Anyway, these two are mine. Nappa, while shocked, but also confused, begins to laugh. He mocks Raditz, calling him a low-class trash, suggesting that Raditz's easy defeat of the Cybermen was due to their own carelessness. You equate to nothing, Raditz. The only reason why you could kill that Cyberman so easily is probably because they let their guard down. Hiding here on this planet and faking your death makes you a coward. Vegeta, deep in thought, contemplates Raditz's strength. There's no way Raditz could kill a Saiyan so easily while being stronger. He must have gotten a Zenkai boost from his last battle. But didn't he contact us in the other world, asking if we would revive him? Why would he do that if he was alive? If he did get resurrected alongside Kakarot, could that mean Vegeta shouts at Nappa, ordering him to check his scouter? Both Nappa and Vegeta's scouters read Raditz's power level at 2000. Nappa laughs again. So what? I can still copy you, Raditz. Don't get so cocky. Vegeta, frustrated, demands Raditz. Curse it. Stop hiding your power level like a coward. Raditz now began to power up, causing the scatter reading to skyrocket. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000. The scatter finally reaches its maximum level and breaks, revealing Raditz's final power level at 70,000. Vegeta, enraged and disbelieving this, can't accept that a low-class Saiyan could be so powerful. He won't accept it. It's impossible. This can't be happening. He knows he needs to find a way to win. Raditz, now gloated with excitement, relishes the chance to make the prince feel this way. He's thrilled to see Vegeta shocked and disbelief, even though he himself didn't realize just how strong he had become. The training with Bardock on King Kai's planet had leveled him up to a point where he now feels more formidable than ever. Raditz wants Nappa and Vegeta to fully grasp his overwhelming power. Piccolo, sensing the situation getting out of hand, interrupts. While he's unsure of everything that's going on right now, he figures if Raditz is strong enough to deal with them, then he should hurry up and do so. It's not good to let him feel desperate. Raditz, however, shrugs off Piccolo's concern, saying that he got it, just stay behind him. But then it clicks. Vegeta orders Nappa to use his Blazing Storm attack on the Earthlings. Raditz, shot by Vegeta's sudden attack, dashes towards the Z Fighters, warning them to move. Instantly, Vegeta rises to the sky and fires a maximum power Gallic gun straight at the Earth's core. Raditz arrives just in time to confront the attack and begins to push it away. As Raditz recovers, Vegeta shouts to Nappa, "Do it now." Nappa rushes towards Raditz, grabbing his tail and yanking it off. Raditz's eyes widen in horror as he looks up, realizing what Vegeta is planning. Nappa, grinning wickedly, throws an artificial moon into the sky. The luminous moon's presence signals to Raditz that he now faces a much larger threat. The real concern here is Vegeta and how Raditz will manage to deal with him. Raditz tries to dash towards Nappa to confront him, but Vegeta intervenes just as he's about to strike. Frustrated and anxious, Raditz must rethink his strategy. He hates to admit it, but Piccolo was right. He should take care of them earlier, but he won't give up. He is determined to keep his promise to Kakarot. After all, he is the son of the legendary Super Saiyan. Vegeta overhears Raditz, mumbling something about Super Saiyan, but he dismisses it, thinking Raditz must have gone crazy after dying. He is annoyed though. He had to use his Great Ape form against a low-class Saiyan, but he planned to end things very quickly. How did that weakling Raditz become so strong? That's right, if Raditz is this strong, he can only imagine how powerful Kakarot might be. The battlefield is a storm of chaos, as Vegeta and Nappa relentlessly assault Raditz. Vegeta's fierce energy blasts and Nappa powerful strikes push Raditz back, leaving him struggling to maintain his ground. The battle is intense, with Raditz taking some heavy blows while desperately trying to hold his own. Sensing Raditz's predicament, the Z Fighters spring into action. Krillin and Tien launch a dual powerful solar flare. The blinding light disrupts Vegeta and Nappa, also giving Raditz a crucial moment to counter. Raditz, seizing the opportunity, unleashes a devastating double Sunday. Its twin beams engulfing Nappa in a gigantic explosion. Yamcha darts in and unleashes a series of rapid whip-feint fists to keep Vegeta at bay, creating openings for Piccolo, while Piccolo focuses his energy and fires a barrage of special beam cannons. Each shot aimed at Vegeta's knees. The attack lands, forcing Vegeta to stagger and roar in anger. Nappa is obliterated and the Z Fighters cheer for a moment. However, their mini victory is short-lived. Enraged, Vegeta ascends to the sky and gathers immense energy for a colossal Mount Beam attack. The ground quakes as the beam launches towards the Z fighters. Everyone scrambles to evacuate the area, dodging the destructive force. However, Raditz notices Gohan is still there and realizes he has been paralyzed ever since Raditz returned. Seeing Raditz return like this must have triggered Gohan PTSD. Raditz sprints towards Gohan despite his injuries. The realization hits him hard. He can't reach him at this speed. Dang it! Raditz curses. He can't let it end like this. Not him. This is the one person he can't let die. Flashbacks of his training with Goku and Bardock come rushing back, particularly the principles of the Kaioken technique taught to Goku by King Kai. In a desperate bid, Raditz activates the Kaioken, his aura flaring with intense energy. He uses this surge to push Gohan out the beam's path, momentarily saving him. But the technique was used too rashly, and Raditz's body began to give out. Raditz, barely conscious, urges Gohan to flee. As Gohan retreats, Vegeta prepares for another Mount Beam attack. Raditz collapses, accepting his fate. As Vegeta's massive beam prepares to strike, just as the beam is about to hit, a red streak of energy streaks to the sky, intercepting and overwhelming Vegeta's attack. The force of the beam forces Vegeta to dodge, barely escaping the devastating strike. The Z fighters watch in stunned silence as Goku arrives on the scene with a power level of 100,000. His presence turns the tide of the battle, and Raditz, though on the brink of passing out, can't help but to smile. And that's wraps for this part of the story. I'm curious, what are your predictions for the next part? Drop your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really makes a difference and it helps me bring more content to you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.